Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 here, coming at you with another video. So, game two is right ahead. I think we're about maybe 5 minutes, something like that, away from tip-off. And um, to be honest with you guys, I am very much up in the air about where I see this series going right now. I'm leaning toward Phoenix, but I do think that with Giannis back, that poses some problems for the Phoenix Suns that maybe they weren't necessarily thinking they would have to deal with this early in the series. But they were able to snatch game one, which is them taking care of home court, and they have an opportunity to do that again. Uh, and we could see a plethora of different scenarios. One thing I'm going to be looking for is obviously Ayton's continued rebounding dominance. I just don't see any way that the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be able to out-rebound him if Giannis is not taking on that assignment himself. So I don't know which direction the Budenholzer is going to go, and that's the beauty of a Budenholzer playoff series. You have no idea what he's going to pull out the hat. For all we know, Bobby Portis may have 30 points tonight. For all we know, this could be a night that PJ Tucker gets like 5 threes. This could be a Drew Holiday game. I don't know. But one thing's for certain, the Phoenix Suns are going to have to be ready just like they were in game one. And if that's the case, I still think that everything is fit for them to do well. Now, this is the deal with the Phoenix Suns. They have to continue to keep the pace fast. The Milwaukee Bucks, as long as Giannis is on the floor, there's going to be an adjustment for guys like Middleton and Holiday, just like there always is. Has been all year long. But they got used to playing without Giannis. They've only played with him for one game in the last 4 games. We're going to see if the continued success with Giannis in terms of being able to not be a ball stopper, not be someone who slows the pace down. We're going to see if that continues to be the case. I thought Giannis did a good job incorporating himself into the offense in the first game. He's going to have to do that tonight if they're going to have a chance to win on the road. So, Phoenix Suns, what they have to do is keep the pace up, take advantage of where Milwaukee may be stagnant, hit your free throws, rebound the ball, don't turn the ball over, which the Phoenix Suns are very good at. And I think they'll be fine so long as they match the intensity of the Milwaukee Bucks on the defensive end. Milwaukee Bucks close out very good on the three-point line. They didn't play as well defensively in that first game as you would like to have seen. They got exploited quite a bit in that pick and roll. I want to see if Budenholzer makes the adjustment early to see that doesn't happen again. Because one thing's for certain about this Phoenix Suns team. If they find something that works, they're going to keep coming back to it until it doesn't anymore. So that's what we saw in that first game with them kind of getting that pick and roll going at the top of the key. They were pulling Brook Lopez out there and running past him, pulling Bobby Portis out there and running past him. If they continue to do that, it's going to be a very short series. I mean, you can't. You got to stop the bleeding, Budenholzer. At the end of the day, you got to stop the bleeding. Don't let your bigs find themselves on islands with Chris Paul and Devin Booker anymore. That cannot happen. So that's one thing I'm looking for. Adjustments on Budenholzer's side in regards to that. No Saric, you guys. Of course, we've already mentioned Dario Saric is now out for the series, so they're a little thin, the Suns are, at the power forward position, but they do have the personnel. So I'm going to be expecting to see more from Jay Crowder, and everybody who plays that position on the team. We know the names. Torrey Craig, Bridges, Cam Johnson. Those are the names. They're going to have to do the Giannis thing in terms of taking on his assignment as a collective. It's not a one-man thing. It's a whole team thing. You got to yard Giannis, keep him on the free throw line. I don't know. My thing is, if he's hitting them, you obviously don't want to see him at the free throw line. But if he's not hitting them and you got your crowd screaming out the 13 count, that's in his head big time. So obviously, as long as he's on the road, he's going to see that. And I expect the Phoenix Suns to be a roaring crowd. And if he's at the line, he's going to have a long night, obviously. Drew Holiday balled out in that first game. We will see. Middleton's been consistent. I haven't doubted him in these last couple games. Well, yeah, I did. He's actually exceeded my expectations entirely, and I'm not going to be doubting him going into this game. So I expect 30-point Middleton to show up and show out, so long as Giannis doesn't get in the way. So, yeah, I know. That sounds crazy. Giannis is a 2-time MVP, but I think it's already fully understood that Milwaukee plays better without him, but they are not a better team without him. overall because he gets so many easy buckets, rebound the ball as the way that he does, and of course affects the defensive end in the way that he does. So it's like having a monster on your team that gets you easy buckets. It's like having Goliath, on your army. And the thing about Goliath though is some of the moves you want to make are tactical. You got to be able to hide and things like that. Goliath can't hide. Goliath is out there in the front, and you kind of move with him. And of course, you're a better team with him, but you're not able to do all that synchronized, beautiful stuff that you're able to do with him in the lineup because he's Goliath and he's huge. And it's sort of that type of formula there with Giannis. Yes, you're a better team with him, but not as pretty to watch. So, for whatever that's worth, I'll be looking to see how the team looks tonight. And if you need a prediction from me, what I tend to do sometimes is I'll break down everything and then go against everything that I've just told you in regards to my prediction. And usually the reasoning behind that is because I think that certain things can take place to throw my prediction off, and I expect those things to happen. So I know that's kind of confusing, but I've noticed that's like a pattern of mine in most of my videos. It's like, okay, you give us what you think is going to happen and you tell us it's not going to happen. So I know, but the way I look at this game tonight is like the Milwaukee Bucks have to win. I don't think they can win this series if they drop the first two games in Phoenix. I think Phoenix plays too well at home. On the road. That's already been proven. So I would, if I'm Milwaukee and if I'm Giannis, I'm looking at this game as a game I have to win. If Giannis is feeling better than he did in the last game, and if he's continuing to heal, then they're going to probably need 46, 45 point, 13 rebounds, 7 assists Giannis tonight. Giannis needs to be big Giannis. And that's going to be what I think is going to be important for the Milwaukee Bucks at some point in time in this series. They're going to have to get one of those or two of those games out of their big star in order to win. I think tonight would be probably one of those games where I'd say he needs to do that. Game 2 on the road before you go home. I think this is the night that Giannis needs to go off. If he's healthy enough to do so and he gets the minutes, I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of him. Because at the end of the day, that's the one thing that the Milwaukee Bucks can have over the Suns at all time. And given that they're getting completely outmatched by Ayton, it's time for Giannis to show us that he's better than Ayton. And of course, he's already done it a million times, but I'm talking about in this series, bucket for bucket, rebound for rebound. That's what I'm referring to. You got to show us that you're better than that dude in this series, period. And I've always known him to be, despite the deficiencies, he's definitely further along than DeAndre Ayton. But you got to do it here and now, period. So that's what's up. Giannis, you got to do that because they have the mismatch in terms of strength, rebounding, and athleticism until you show up. It's that simple. So that's what I got. My name is BDF44. You guys enjoy game 2. I'm out.